Hello, I'm Bob Urim, the Director of the Office of Surface Mining. Each year, the Office of Surface Mining selects the best examples of abandoned mine land reclamation, and the winning state programs receive awards for their exemplary reclamation. The photos you are about to see show the top examples for 1994, the projects that show the best abandoned mine land reclamation in the country.
Underground coal mining during the early 1900s left over 900 acres of today's downtown Rock Springs with serious subsidence problems. In fact, scars of mine subsidence can still be seen. Abandoned homes, vacant land, undulating roof lines, and damaged public utilities.
Funding for this $57 million project came from several sources. Mine subsidence abatement in Rock Springs was funded as an abandoned mine reclamation project. The Water Board paid for connecting utilities that were not damaged by subsidence. The city covered repairs to gaps in the deteriorated concrete, not related to subsidence, plus other non-AML eligible costs such as streetlights. Subsidence was stabilized by filling mine voids by injecting grout through more than 7,000 holes. With the project completed, over 1,600 homes and 50 businesses have been protected from mine subsidence. More than 100 city blocks have received new streets, sidewalks, and curbs.
Mining for gold, silver, and lead in the American Fork Canyon during the 1870s left shafts and portals open throughout the area. Today, this spectacular scenic area has become an important regional recreation area. In Utah, bats represent 15% of the mammal species, and the open shafts and portals are a critical winter habitat. Steel grates were used to close openings where bat habitats were found. Both visitors and vandals were problems in this canyon, so jail bar steel was used to construct grates that keep out people but let bats fly in and out. The result? A natural area that's safe for both bats and people.
A 1960s underground mine operator left this site unreclaimed, with acid mine drainage flowing from the mine openings. During reclamation, the drainage from the two portals was joined and diverted into a series of 4 constructed wetland cells. These wetlands eliminate acid conditions during the warm season, and they reduce the amount of acid in the water. After the site was graded, the wetland was constructed by placing clay, limestone, and a highly organic loam in layers, then planting the cattails and the moss.
Extensive mining in the Middle Fork Duck Creek watershed left over 1,000 acres of abandoned strip mine problems, including widespread erosion and sedimentation of the Middle Fork and its tributaries. Reclamation of this area incorporated a watershed approach. It included 10 projects undertaken by both the Rural Abandoned Mine Program and the Ohio Abandoned Mine Program.
Results of the reclamation are significant. Soil loss has been reduced by 76,380 tons a year, flooding has been eliminated, and the revegetation has provided a flourishing wildlife habitat. Without the cooperative effort of the 2 abandoned mine land reclamation programs, this project could not have been completed.
The town of Victor is one of Colorado's most significant historic gold-producing areas. However, the town has recently become a major tourist attraction because of its location next to Cripple Creek, a popular gambling town. The Independence Mine was both dangerous and historically significant, so eliminating the danger required sensitivity to the area's history.
The head frame, which is one of the largest all-wooden 19th century hoisting structures left in the country, was protected with an iron fence that blends with the historic setting. The over 600-foot deep opening was protected with open grillwork that allows visitors to look into the depths of the mine opening and understand turn-of-the-century mining techniques.
Abandoned underground, surface, and auger miners had left unreclaimed mine lands that were polluting the North Fork watershed with acid mine drainage. A pH of 2 was measured at the headwaters of the North Fork. Fish kills have been reported downstream in Pound Reservoir. To prevent further formation of acid, exposed shell material was treated with lime and placed in a valley field containing a large limestone underdrain. The extremely acidic outslope was excavated and hauled up the slope to prevent future contact with water. Today the site is revegetated, soil erosion has been eliminated, and the site is no longer draining acid into the watershed. The unqualified success of the project is demonstrated by the improved water quality and the restored sport fishery downstream.
The northeast corner of Wyoming, famous for the Devil's Tower and the scenic Black Hills, is also the site of the Aladdin Tipple Historical Interpretive Park. Under a traditional reclamation plan, all dilapidated equipment and buildings would have been removed, and the site would have been covered with soil and vegetation. Instead, with historical conservation in mind, the adit was rebuilt to original conditions, and the historic fan house reconstructed on a steel grate to eliminate the hazards of a collapsing shaft. The tipple and hoist house were reconstructed to show visitors the workings of an early coal mine.
In the late 1800s, lead mining left over 150 dangerous shafts, adits, prospects, and stope openings on Mine Hill near the southern New Mexico ghost town of Chance City. Closures included concrete caps, polyurethane foam plugs, backfilling with rock, blasting, installation of steel bat grates with locking access doors, and cable nets. Because of the historical significance of the timber head frames, steel closures were constructed to fit around the timber posts. Today, people who visit the site to explore the ghost town and mine sites can do so without fear of falling into a mine void. In addition, important bat habitat has been preserved. We hope that the reduction in disturbance by curious visitors will lead to an increase in the bat population inhabiting the mine workings.
This is the first year the Office of Surface Mining has presented the Director's Award for Outstanding Achievement in a special area of abandoned mine land reclamation. For 1994, the award focuses on acid mine drainage and ties into the Appalachian Clean Streams Initiative. The initiative is a cooperative public-private program dedicated to cleaning up acid drainage from abandoned coal mines. Acid mine drainage from abandoned coal mines is a widespread problem, and we very much need the help of citizen groups, state programs, and the coal industry to eliminate it. This year, the Director's Award is presented to the Tennessee Division of Land Reclamation for its work at the Meadow Creek project. The effort at this site by the people with the Tennessee Division of Land Reclamation has made a difference by eliminating acid mine drainage from the mine.
The Meadow Creek project involved treating an artesian discharge from a 24-inch borehole that serviced the abandoned Fentress mine. Reclamation including collecting the water discharge and directing the flow through an anoxic limestone drain system. Water leaving the limestone drain is piped to a rock outcrop, or rifler, that aerates the water and increases the amount of iron precipitating out of the water. From the rifler, the water enters a polishing pond or settling basin before it is finally discharged into Meadow Creek. We learned a great deal from completing this design and construction, and we expect to use this successful technology on similar problems in East Tennessee.
As Director of the Office of Surface Mining, I convey my heartiest congratulations to this year's award winners, especially to all the people responsible for this outstanding reclamation.